I hate the way they write the i's. The I should always be in front of, especially a radical. If it's just the number 3, then you can write 3i. But if it's root 3i, put it I root 3. So first things first, I actually despise the way they wrote that. So I'm actually going to rewrite this as 1 plus I root 3 over 1 minus I root 2. Okay, so now I need to multiply by the conjugate. The conjugate being the bottom number flipped sign in the middle. So that would be 1 plus I root 2 times 1 plus I root 2, top and bottom. Because whatever you do to the bottom of a fraction, you do to the top. These are all rules you should have heard before. So now we FOIL the top. Oh, this is going to be fun. So 1 times 1 is 1. And I'm bound to make a mistake, so you can yell at me. 1 times I root 2 is I root 2. I root 3 times 1 is I root 3. What was that? And then I root 3 times I root 2. So what's I times I?
I squared.
And what's root 3 times root 2? Are we allowed to multiply them? We are. Root 6. You wouldn't be allowed to add them. So like these two, you cannot combine. You're not allowed to add square roots together unless they're the same square root underneath. Like a square root of 5 and a square root of 5 is 2 square root 5s. Okay? So, but what is I squared? -1, right? Mm-hmm. So this is really just negative root 6. So this should actually go with this, but we can't combine them. We actually just have to leave them alone. So like here's my top. So it would be 1 minus root 6. They would go together. And then plus I root 2 plus I root 3. And I'm just going to leave it for that, like that for now. Okay. Now the bottom, we're going to FOIL it out. And again, if you remember, I tried to make an Amy Davisism and it didn't go over well with the class, but it was flop. When you have conjugates, you flop. You don't FOIL because the O and the I drop away. So you just have to do first times first, last times last. That's it for conjugates. So 1 times 1 is 1, minus times a positive is minus, I times I is I squared again. And then what's square root of 2 times square root of 2 become? 2. Right? The square root of 4, which is 2. So I'll put 2 right here. And again, I squared is negative. So this really is just what? Positive 2, which is 3. Had you gotten to here, that would have been perfectly fine. If you got that far, that's actually really good. And then you went to the back of your book, you're like, what are they doing? They're just putting the reals and then the imaginaries together. So all they're doing is this. They're going 1 minus root 6 over 3 plus I root 2 plus I root 3 over 3. And then they're actually separating this as 1/3, right? Isn't that what they did? 1/3 minus 6 root 3. And then here didn't they factor out an I and put it on the side? Yeah, but again, whoop-de-doo. If you got that far, that's amazing. That's just like, you're phenomenal right now. Like, thank God you're in this class. If you didn't get that far, no, I'm just kidding. It's okay. You should try to get that far, but other than that. Is that it? Anybody else? Anything else? You're good? It's fun. Oh, wait, let me stop my video to download it to then start another one. I'm not fresh.